So I watched Weapons for the first time, and honestly, it really baffles me that the director said that he was not intending to make a movie about school shootings. But what baffles me even more was the amount of people who said that I was just reading into things, because obviously the only interpretation is the one that he intended, where he was talking about grief and losing a personal friend. And here's the thing, when it comes to making films, film is a two-way relationship, as is all media. There is the relationship that the creator has with the media and the relationship that the audience has with it. There's a couple of quotes in Scream With Me, horror films, and the rise of American feminism that I think are really apt to this situation and the response that Weapons has gotten as a film. Art is where we store, analyze, and hone our secret social fears, hopes, our desires, and demons long before we're ready to talk about them clearly or articulately on the news. Studying and teaching art, for that reason, is always political, and always has the capacity to do real activist work. Moreover, the power of art to represent and immerse us in complex social problems exceeds and sometimes confounds what an author or director's own vision may have been, because art takes on its fullest life once it interfaces with an audience. Sometimes it takes years, even decades, for a culture to consciously recognize that a particular work of art was handling thorny, complex, or not fully articulable topic. For someone who's getting a degree in writing, I sure can't fucking read. And I don't think that this discounts what the author intended. I don't think reading Weapons as a movie about school shooting discounts it also being about grief or weaponizing children, as much as so many people have told me that that's the real interpretation of. One does not cancel out the other, because both fit within the interpretations of the narrative. There is a very huge and unique kind of grieving that happens to parents of children who were victims of a school shooting, and also those children who managed to survive. There is a certain weaponizing of children that happens in the media whenever school shootings become a topic. And that happens both on the left and right. There is no conscious agreement on how we should talk about the children who are victims of school shooting. Republicans will say thoughts and prayers, let's not politicize this, even though it is an inherently political death. And those of us on the left who really want to stop school shootings will often weaponize the names of children whose parents are still grieving and did not consent to having their children's names and faces plastered everywhere. Very often we violate the privacy of the children and their families, even though we intend to do good with that violation. All in all, my point is that you can't escape the cultural context on which your art is created, because once art is published, it belongs to the world.